Co-sponsors are now signing on to a plan from one Kentucky lawmaker in an effort to prevent shootings like the one at that Republican baseball practice recently.
And that answer now, they're talking about allowing carry and conceal permit owners to have their firearms in Washington, D.C.
New tonight at 5:30, our WHAS 11 political editor Chris Williams joins us with details on what this proposal means for those of you who are thinking about traveling to the nation's capital. Chris, what's up?
Renee and Gary, if you have a permit to carry a concealed weapon in Indiana or Kentucky, you can cross the river and either state will recognize the other's permit. But that's not the case in every state or the District of Columbia. Congressman Thomas Massie is looking to change that after some in his own party who are licensed at home were prevented from protecting themselves when a gunman opened fire on them at that baseball practice.
But we chose to go ahead and make a run for it.
With images fresh in the minds of many, Kentucky 4th District Congressman Thomas Massie is hoping to prevent other attacks like this.
But I think that shooting was a wake-up call. I don't think most Americans realize that 98% of congressmen walk around without any sort of protection.
The conservative Republican introduced H.R. 2909, which would allow for anyone with a carry and conceal permit to legally carry in the District of Columbia. Reports suggest several of the lawmakers and or staffers in the line of fire at the GOP baseball practice had permits but did not have their guns due to local laws in D.C. The shooting happened just across the river from the Capitol in Virginia, but lawmakers and staffers were not carrying because they could not have their firearm when traveling back and forth to D.C.
Now, some congressmen have proposed just extending this privilege to congressmen. I maintain that it's a right and that it should be protected for all individuals.
It's interesting. I mean, I hope it goes through.
Barry Laws, owner of Open Range in Crestwood, is a CCDW instructor who recently ran into the dilemma when traveling to Virginia and D.C. on business. He appreciates Congressman Massie's efforts because he stresses to those taking his carry and conceal class that they must be very careful because not every state recognizes all CCDW permits.
Yeah, it's critical because if you get pulled over for some reason, they know you're carrying a firearm and it's illegal in that state. I mean, in D.C., you are going to go to jail.
The bill now has 79 co-sponsors and is assigned to a committee in which Representative Massie serves, meaning it's likely to get hearings, and he's hopeful for quick action.
My staff and I both carry concealed weapons when we are in the congressional district in Kentucky. When we come to Washington, D.C., we're basically sitting ducks.
Congressman Massie says as of now there are no Democratic co-sponsors of his bill, but he is confident that some will support the plan if it comes up for a vote. Chris Williams, WHAS 11 News.